my side. Nobody to console me, nobody to call home me. Hey, what the man you got coma?
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie, and welcome back to another episode of To Hell and Back. If you see me out here, then you know it's definitely a Monday. So thank you guys so much for joining us. If it's your first time, please do make sure that you subscribe. Stay here. Thank you guys so much for 36,000 subscribers. We're moving and we're growing very fast. So thank you guys so much. We do have To Hell and Back season 1. If you have not caught up, just make sure that you actually just go down. There's a playlist, season 1. You can enjoy all the episodes, okay? Now, we do also have to say a huge shout out to Mupandi Studios because that's where we're actually filming. Now, ninjas, today I brought you a special one. I know season 1, it was new faces, but I told you, season 2, we're also going to have familiar faces, and I was like, for episode 3, we better go big, honey, okay? Let's go ahead and dip into the Big Brother house and welcome Ipileng Slepe. How are you, gorgeous?
I'm doing great. When you said we have, like, you had new faces and then you have, like, a familiar face, I'm like, is my face familiar?
Very familiar.
Really?
Yes. You were, like, in one, if not the biggest.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
BBM. Yes, season. Yes. Titans. Mm-hmm. So, ma'am, of course, your face is very, very known and very, very familiar, you know. Now, obviously, due to, some legal reasons, we're not really going to go too much into, like, what happened in the Big Brother house. I'm sure you guys can understand the legal implications of that. Well, talk for yourself. I don't have money for Big Brother me. I don't have it. And I'm sure they'd be like, okay, we're going to go for her.
I don't have money to pay lawyers. Like, no.
You know?
Yeah.
But anyway, so what... Well, I do have to say welcome. I didn't even say welcome. Welcome. Thank you for actually coming.
Me nervous because you just switched up to like professional mode. I'm like, we were just having a conversation just now.
But there's nothing professional about this.
Come on. Now I'm waking Ipileng. Don't distract
Now I'm the
me.
host of To Hell and Back.
Yes.
No, man, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I actually do have to say, we met last year at an event. And I spoke to you about it before I even started, To Hell and Back season 1, guys. Yes. I was like, I want to do this. And I was like, would you be willing to come or interested? And we're like, sure. Because we were talking. And I'm like, honey, I think that's a To Hell and Back story, you know. And so that's why you're actually here, because I did ask you. So thank you so much yet again.
Well, the fact that I'm here is crazy. Because, I mean, I've seen you, and for me to be a part of this is like, what? I'm actually here. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know you to be one of the biggest in the country. And for me to get an invite to come here is like, okay, guys, now I feel like my face is very familiar. You know?
And that moment, it's me that is like, what? She here, you have no idea. Yeah. I'm really grateful. Thank you that you actually came. So obviously, we know some of the stuff that we know about you through the internet, obviously. But I want you to just start off by just telling us, who is Ipileng? Yeah. Where did you grow? How did you grow? Like, how was your upbringing?
Yeah. Me, Ipileng is a typical simple girl. You know, I was raised by both my parents in a house filled with so much love. I grew up with, everyone, my grandfather, my grandmother, like it was that kind of big family. Mm. So I'm a typical, simple kind of village girl. I grew up in the Northwest, Kodikebu, that's where I was born, and then my mom got married, Komoretele. And I like to say I'm a very natural kind of girl. I am very fragile as well.
Don't play with my heart.
Oh my gosh, don't.
Don't dare.
Don't. I'm very fragile. I'm very emotional. And I think that I'm a very nice being. Mm-hmm. I studied law. I studied LLB. Now I'm doing my PLT. And yeah, man, I'm a South African content creator. Well, the funny enough is that the industry found me. I did not go searching for the industry to be an influencer or anything. It's even so cliche for me to be like, hi guys, I'm a South African influencer. I don't see myself as that yet, but I think I am,
You are.
know, now in that point where I'm like, okay, Bileng, maybe you are that girl.
You are that
you
girl,
know,
honey.
Maybe I am that girl.
Yes, 1,000% are that girl.
But yeah, I'm just that girl, 26-year-old, nothing much to me, very simple, very authentic. I like to believe realistic. And I'm just out here being a content creator, just trying to inspire girls that are just like me and boys to become their best selves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have siblings?
Yes, I do have siblings.
How
I
many
have
siblings
two.
do you have?
I have two
Okay.
siblings.
Okay.
One is 21, boy, and then one is 14, a girl.
So you're the firstborn.
Eesh, I'm the firstborn, guys. I'm the deputy mother, and yo.
Deputy parent, trust and believe. I know all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of get forced to grow a little bit more.
Definitely.
Yeah. And when you were talking about how, you're a fragile being, I just have to say, guys, she is such a sweetheart.
Really?
You're such a sweetheart.
Thank you.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
you are. And I think you're such a genuine person
Yeah.
that it's that thing of you expect people to also just be as genuine.
Always.
But people don't have the heart that you have.
I mean, I recently learned, and well, not recently, but life in general will teach you so many things about people. I think just now we're having a conversation that not everyone is just like you. You might have the right intent and the right intention, but not everyone is just going to be an epileng and going to be soft and like very nurturing. We live in a world where there's so many personalities, so many characters.
Yeah.
Some people hurt people for a living.
True, eh? Well, I've not heard someone put it
people,
like that. But that is honestly true. Like,
Yeah.
it's their daily bread.
Definitely.
Just like, I just woke up. Who do I hurt today?
Yo, imagine, who do I hurt? Who do I scam?
Who do I manipulate?
You know?
Who am I putting in the bag? Yeah, no, that one will be for
Exactly.
tomorrow.
So, yeah.
Mhm. But okay, I'm really now just interested. You applied for Big Brother
Yes.
Titans, right?
Yes.
Please tell me the process. Like, what actually came to your mind at first? Like,
Yeah.
what actually gave you this to say, let me apply?
Funny enough, I grew up with the love for entertainment, but more broadcasting, like presenting, radio. And I've always wanted a platform that would like expose me to the masses. It's, I think Big Brother is one of those big platforms where you can, to a certain extent, be exposed. It's an exposure thing.
No, you definitely are. It's a like there's none of its kind. So you're definitely exposed, like 1,000%.
Exactly. So when it came up, it was a thing of, my mom was like, okay, don't you want to try it? And I was like, do you think they're going to pick me? Because I was this little insecure girl with so much anxiety, lack of self-esteem. And I was like, I don't think they'll take people like me. I mean, it's Big Brother, Firstly, I'm not like that wild child. I'm not the most loudest person in the room, But when I thought about it, I thought about who I could become through the platform. And I was like, okay, cool, let's do this. I sent in my tape and I was at home and I introduced myself. I remember the first thing I said, I was like, hi, my name is Epileng Selepa, 26 years old, and I think that was a thing of, okay, she's different, and when I got the first email to say that you've made it through the next, I was like, wait, what?
You couldn't believe it.
Exactly.
Did that like give you confidence to boost you to say, wait?
No, it even scared me. It's a thing of you never imagined yourself being something in something this big or being worthy of being such a huge production. I mean, it's not just the Big Brother.
Yeah.
There's so many channels that are involved around that, And this one is Titans. Nigeria and South Africa come together. Two gigantic countries.
I mean, we all know. Nigeria and South
No comment.
No comment there. I think we're like siblings. We love each other, but we fight every single day.
Exactly. So it was just one of those, when I got the email to just be like, okay, you've made it to the house. After so many audition processes, I was like, are you serious? And I got it on Christmas Day.
So you definitely had a good one.
No, I was scared. I remember, Christmas Day in the villages, you have a lot of cousins coming over. I'm doing their nails. I'm like doing their nails, and I get a call. We've sent you an email. We're waiting for you to reply. I'm in the villages. There's no network. I'm panicking. I'm like, when I reply, they say, ma'am, get ready. You're about to leave in 4 days. Ngithi uvalo, give me.
But like, how was your mom? I'm sure she was so proud.
Like
and
everyone at
happy.
home were just very proud, but also they were so scared because they know the kind of person I am. You know, I'm very quiet. And they're like, Ipileng, are you going to fit? It was the first time I was ever going out of my parents' house.
Wow.
So you can imagine, I've always been that child that's there for everyone, that's just...
At
like
home,
my life revolved around
your
people at
family
home,
and
you know. So how are you going to deal with 23 strangers in a house, national television? How are you going to do that? So everyone was excited, but I remember when I left home and they came to fetch me, I was crying. You know, crying.
You laughed.
I was crying. I was like, where am I going? Am I sure I'm doing this? Am I sure? And when I left, I was like, okay, cool.
We're doing this.
We're doing this. And it's a thing of when I was auditioning, when we went for the face-to-face audition, I cried in the queue. I was crying. And I was not crying because I was so scared. I was crying because I knew God wanted me at that point. There was so much that was happening in my life. And I was like, God, if you want this for me, I know that you will give it to me. And at that point, if it's a thing of if something does not scare you, does not make you nervous, it's not for you.
Yeah. But that's why they say if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough.
They're not big enough.
Yes.
So that whole thing that happened at the audition was just it's something that I had to remember when I left home, that this is a chosen path that you need to walk, whether good or bad, but it's here to change perspective, to change your life, and probably make it the worst or the better. But it was realizing that it was something that was about to build me, you know, in a positive or negative way. Yeah.
Wow. I don't, like, my goodness. I'm just thinking about it and I'm like, I wouldn't know. I don't know. Like, you know, I really honestly don't know. I would definitely be very, very nervous myself as well. But obviously, as we said, guys, we're not really going to go into things in there because obviously legal reasons. But obviously, you know, you got to a point where you were now out.
Yes.
Right? Please tell me or rather before we go to the day you left, like the first day out, like, what was the biggest feeling that you were feeling or you got just as you were entering the house?
I think just entering the house, all I ever wanted was being accepted for the person that I am. I made it to, I told myself that as much as I'm going on a journey for myself, but I'm trying to do it for another girl or boy that's introverted, that's very shy, that's not confident within themselves. So it was more of a representation thing. And I knew that, okay, there's people that I might be carrying, but so many people are not going to relate or like me. But all I wanted was to be accepted as a tall girl, you know, that struggled with her esteem. And now I'm exposing myself to so many people, you know.
Did you struggle with your esteem because of your height or just in general?
I think not even with my height. Probably, you know, high school, you go through that high school as a different girl. I mean, I was the only tall girl at school. You know what I mean? So you can imagine how that was.
Well, the craziest part is I grew up a short person. So because I'm short. I'm sitting here like, ma'am, give me the height. It's fine. I could have, you know. But I would, because as a short person, you're down. Exactly. But as a tall person, you're constantly out there for everyone to see. So like I think that would be a bit more tougher. You know, especially when you're young,
Definitely. So I was just the only tall girl, and I just never felt like everyone else, like every kid. I'm like, why am I in high school and Kapara size 7? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, why? I'm just a girl. You know, I want to be just like other girls.
And we're size 4.
And we're size 4, but it's a thing of even the kids make you feel it.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I go to school, it's Civis Day, my pens don't get through. They just 3/4, you know. And that's where the low self-esteem came from. I was not just tall, I was big as well. You know, I was like very big. I struggled with acne as well. So I think the insecurities of my whole being came from that. And when I went into the house, I knew that so many people watched the show. So many people watch the show to just love, and then some to just criticize and hate you so much. So that's all I wanted, just to be accepted. I
think that for me, if there's anything that I can just say right now, looking at you, and you're talking about like your self-esteem and everything, I'm just like, you are gorgeous. You're literally like model standards. Like, she's so tall, gorgeous, like face on fleek. Look at you. Imagine, you know? So I think like, if you're someone that is out there and maybe you struggle with your self-esteem one way or another, especially when you're still young, I think don't put too much pressure on yourself. Like, you are gonna grow, and trust and believe that thing that they used to make fun of you of, they're gonna now envy when they're older.
Exactly.
Because we all was just like, well, I wish I was a supermodel, you know, I wish I had that height and everything.
Exactly.
And the acne does go away. So
It does. Well, mine comes and goes. It's just a thing that you're right, you grow and you accept yourself and you love yourself. Now I love and embrace my height. I'm gonna wear heels, you know. I love and embrace my acne, where I share my journey on my YouTube, Instagram, wherever, because it's a thing again. You want to show people that it's okay to live like this, and you are gonna grow and be beautiful and realize that those things don't even matter.
Yeah. No, that's true. Okay, so obviously, you go into the Big Brother house, everything happens. Now you are out.
Yes.
The day you get evicted.
Shoo.
Yeah. Tell me what's going on in your mind.
Remember, I was one of the people that made it to the finale. So I was there the whole 3 months. Ne? And one of the things I'm scared of as an introverted, shy girl, like I said, I would just want to be accepted. One of the things I'm scared about is what people have to say about me. And the first Sunday, not even the first Sunday, immediately when I came out, I had this feeling upon me. And I even spoke about it before I left in the diary room. And I was like, Big Brother, you have no idea how scared I am for the outside world, because not everyone has the same intent that I do. I go outside the house and Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever the case, social media, and you're like, am I this person?
And everyone is going to cut clips,
exactly,
put their own narratives,
exactly,
do their own assumptions, post it as facts. People can lie.
People, and it's a thing of, remember, we are different people in the house and everyone has a fan base. So if I have a fan base and then people feel like some Mang Mang is a competition, they're going to feel like they should destroy Mang Mang by putting up whatever they're putting up. But it's a game at the end of the day. And honestly, I also signed up for that by getting myself into. So coming out and realizing all these things that are being said about you, you sit down with yourself and you're like, but am I this person? Am I really this person that people are portraying me to be? And people don't realize that you going on a platform like that, it's the little person in you is brave. That's bravery.
It is.
I honestly respect every single person that goes on a reality TV show like that, big as that one.
And so uncut. So raw.
Live.
I think that's the part that I actually am just like, I don't think, that
live.
No, honestly, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's uncut. Whatever it is that if you accidentally have your boobs slip out,
exactly,
it's out there for the world to see forever.
Be like that, and people are just gonna make their own, assumptions on that. But like I said, we signed up for that. So when I first came out the house, I think that very Sunday, then the show ended and we got evicted. Everyone went to like everyone's hotel rooms, and they just wanted to be like, "Oh, I sat on my own." I sat on my own. I'm like, God, what is going on? The only thing that I ever wanted from this show was to be better, to feel a part of society, and to grow within my confidence. Is this the worst thing that I've ever gotten myself into?
Or is it the best?
Is
this before you saw what was being spoken about, or after?
I saw it after. Not before. Before I remember there was someone performing. I was there. I didn't know, Pell. I didn't know. You know what I mean? And then I go, they give me a phone and I'm like, not even give me a phone. They tell me, they're dishing it out. I go into shock mode. The first thing I'm thinking, my family. I'm thinking my friends. I'm thinking, how are people looking? You know what I mean? But it's a thing of, okay, cool. Let's do this. You're not gonna hide forever. I was in that hotel room on my own that Sunday. The Monday came. We went to the winners' luncheon. I was in my afro that day. Owamie, I was a statue. Like, how everyone is just moving.
Yeah.
You're room filled with journalists. The other one is pulling you there. The other one is pulling you there. They want interview. But you just had so much about yourself.
Yeah.
And you're just like, are these people even seeing that? Are these people? So you're not even aware about what's happening in here. You're not even aware.
The outside world,
Exactly.
basically. And you've been closed in for such a long time, that you literally have to start like readjusting.
And you don't
back
even
to
know
life.
anyone. You're just like, I think I
And these people know you now.
These people know you. They know every outfit that you've been wearing. They know all the hair. They know how your toes even look. They know you. I remember looking around and Lawrence Malika actually came to me. He's like, you're not okay. And I'm like, I'm not. He gave me his phone. I was like, Dad, Mom, you need to come. My parents came running from Centurion to Bryanston, because I was like, I don't know what's going on. And when my parents came, my parents were so happy to see me. They're like, you were doing so amazing. You've evolved so much. I mean, I was in the house, one of the competitive girls. I think I was the first girl to ever win, like, HOH, like Friday night games. So I was very competitive.
Active, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just a thing of, okay, cool. It is what it is. And days after that, I'm going everywhere. You're doing interviews, you're doing this, you're doing this. But you have to pretend. You have to pretend that you're in a great space.
Of course.
You have to pretend that, oh my gosh, all is well.
The show must go on.
Exactly, the show must go on. But you know that I'm just a bit struggling. But I'm not the only one. And people are going to think, okay, she's the only one. People see me because I'm very vocal about it. I'm very real and honest about my feelings, because I acknowledge that I'm a human being.
Yeah.
That I go through a lot of stages of emotion, and I embrace that as a human being. So people see me as that, and they're like, oh my gosh, this girl is struggling. I'm like, I am. But I'm realizing that I'm the one that opened up myself to this kind of show. I'm the one that opened up myself to criticism. And if anything, I should realize that criticism actually makes an individual.
Yeah,
It does. If you don't get criticized, that means you're not doing anything with your life.
Thank you. I mean, I would know. Just search my name, darling. Yeah. Just say Owamie. You will see all the criticism and the hate.
But you look at those and they make you become this person that you are. You become boldly Owamie.
Yes,
because
definitely.
Of people that, and you constantly, you're going to read that message and be like, you know what, I'm going to show you.
Of course.
It's a motivation for you to show up and, But I went through that. I went to Nigeria. But it's a thing of the show exposed me to so much that I could potentially become. Even now, I'm here with you through the show,
Yeah.
So even through that whole thing of me picking up myself, getting myself into the norm of the new life. I was used to a certain life for 3 months. Now I'm used to I need to get myself used to a certain life forever now.
Yeah.
I'm not longer that Ipiling that nobody knew.
Yeah.
I'm a different person now. I have certain expectations that have been set for me. I need to be posting every day. I need to be doing this. And I'm just like, guys, I'm getting so overwhelmed. I was not even handling my social media. I would not even want to see Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. I actually have never faced Twitter's wrath, which is very shocking.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, the content that I've never, not a single day, that have I ever faced Twitter wrath.
Yeah, I know it.
So I mean, I see it because I see, like, everything that people say over there, and I know that it's not as nice. But yeah, I've never really faced that wrath.
Well, I just somehow took myself out of that. I had someone that I was like, you know what, just handle that for me. I'll come back when I'm
okay.
I'm a normal human being, and now I'm fully a normal human being where I'm taking charge of my career, charge of my life, because whatever that I went through has made me become this person where I'm not scared of anything. I'm not scared about whoever has to say anything about me. I'm like, firstly, if you want to troll me, I exposed myself to so many people. That was bravery.
Yes.
I put my life out there for you to see, for people to learn.
For you to even have something to say about me.
Exactly.
I actually gave you that opportunity.
You know what I mean? But it's just one of those things. And you also can't take the platform away from me.
Of course. You can't take it. So whether you like it or not, Ipileng is here and she's here to stay.
I mean,
But okay, what now I want to find out is, let's just go back a little bit. So
Yeah.
when you were now going to Big Brother house, were you schooling? Because you did finish your law degree.
yeah.
Were you schooling at that time? Did you ever have to take a break? Were you on a gap year?
Yeah, I just had to pause.
Okay.
And then when I came out, we continued.
Oh,
you
is
know?
it?
Yeah, because I think content creating is something that I would do, but not fully do, you know. I
Yeah.
would just do it on the side. It's making me good money, to be honest, working with a lot of brands. But at the same time, I'm used to a certain consistency.
Yeah.
With my parents, both of my parents are teachers, you know. So you can imagine we have a consistent salary every single month. And that's why one of the biggest challenges for me would be becoming an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I don't know getting 40K this week and then next week you get 20K.
Yeah.
And then, you know, so
Next
I had
month
to,
you get
when I
£2.
came out the house, I had to make it a means that I'm going to go back. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Even now, I'm still there because it's something that I value. It's something that it's going to give me life. You know, it's one of my passions that I do have. As much as I enjoy broadcasting, I enjoy but I also enjoy being this person that is going to take charge of her life. I mean, I see myself becoming one of the great advocates in South Africa, but realizing that it's a journey on its own. You know, I'm a candidate. I have to start as a candidate now.
Of course,
you know what I mean?
and you lot better know. I'm sitting with a gunfire here, and
Yo,
she's
I'm
my
telling
friend now, you know. So I will be going out there attacking people and knowing you will stand up for me in court.
No, but give me 2 more years.
2 more years, I'll be here for the next 2 years. After 2 years, it's all you know. It's just I'm dishing everything, everyone. Yeah, you know. Okay, so there were certain sacrifices that obviously you had to make in terms of like pausing. Your parents being so academic, as you're saying, both of them are teachers. How did they actually take that you had to pause your education to go into Big Brother house?
Okay, I think with my parents, it's a thing of you have a conversation, you know, and you're just like, okay, you want different things from them. They also had their life to live a certain way. And I think when you are parents, you need to support your children.
You have good parents, hey?
I do.
I know parents that would have been like, no. Like, it's a no. Like,
you know,
no. If you go, you will not come back to my house. This and that, you understand. So you
know,
definitely have supportive parents.
Whether they like, if you want to pursue something, even now, my mom called me to ask how's the interview going.
Yes.
It's a thing of they are so supportive and want to become. It's a thing of. One thing about my parents is that they have this, they live with this norm, give the child what they want. And if she's not able to do it, she's going to go back to that. So you give her what she wants. And if she can't handle that,
she'll come back
you as a
home.
parent have given her the platform to become herself how she's like always imagined. Not every single person is going to become a doctor. Not every single person is going to become an attorney or a teacher.
Yeah. It's really nice that your parents support you.
Yeah, definitely. And I think I'm forever grateful of that. And like I said, I'm a young adult that has realized the importance of having an education and also realized the importance of somehow hustling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
You know, because you can't just rely on one thing. I'm going to get to a point where I rely on one thing when I'm confident that, okay, cool, now I've made it to the big leagues, you know, to the big dogs, where I can just sit on a table. I have an assistant there. All I have to do is sign a check. You know?
Yeah, but you know, like you definitely do have to work very hard.
Yeah,
I also
exactly.
aspire to get there.
Exactly, you know.
I really honestly also
Definitely.
aspire to get there, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, your parents definitely should hold a seminar and teach all these other parents that are not as good, you know, like on how to do it. Because I find that especially with us black parents, they literally, most of them will wanna they are rulers. Kibo Farao.
How?
It's my way or out of my house.
I mean, that's true.
That's with most parents,
Yeah.
you know. So I find that for both of them to be academics and obviously you going to school and stuff, with most parents you'd find them actually saying, no, you have to finish your school first before you can go there, this and that. So it's really good that they actually gave you that opportunity,
definitely.
you know. But now I really want to know,
Oh my
girl,
gosh.
how did you go 3 months without your phone?
No, my phone has never been a part of my life. Yeah, I'm that person. I don't have a long list of friends, of lovers.
Internet?
No.
I work on social media. I have a phone addiction and I'm not proud of it, but there's nothing I can do, guys, because I have to see what are your celebrities doing? What do I need to report on? How are the numbers going? You know, the comments and stuff. As much as I'm trying to juggle like social, like I can't a whole day without my phone. I can't.
You know what I've said to myself? Because I think I also have the same addiction where I'm like, I want to see my phone, what's going on, react to every comment. I've gotten to a point where I don't just react, I comment under every comment, you know. So one thing I've learned from this girl, she's also like a big TikToker, Grace. I love her. She was like, she's like, I'm a content creator, but I don't consume content. I don't consume the internet. So she posts, she interacts with her people, and then she leaves social media. And I think that's one of the things that I could do, but you can't do.
No,
because you need everything.
Other than that, like I think that for me, it's just also that thing of I am actually a content consumer before I'm a content creator.
Really?
Yes.
I want to be a content creator.
consume.
I'm not consume.
No, I consume content. Like I watch other people's content. I enjoy. Actually, have people that I enjoy. That there's no vlog I miss. There's no video of theirs that I miss. You ask me about this person, I'll tell you everything about them because I used to watch so much before. That's how I fell in love with content creation.
Yeah.
So for me, I think it's also very different. Other than that, I enjoy Mgosi, guys. I have to go
you
through
enjoy
like what's going on. Let me
I
see.
think when it's healthy, you know, there's a level of consuming that is healthy, and a level that is so not healthy.
No, I
like
don't just
6
consume
a.m. when you're just like woke up and
well, that's the first thing. Okay, I need to change.
Put the phone down.
No, that's such a thing, Jam. I've tried people with motivational talks. I've watched. Like that should not be the first thing. The first 30 minutes of your day should be dedicated to spirituality.
Yes, like,
and
so you just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool.
yeah.
My phone.
Oh, my phone. Okay, what happened now? You know, who's trending?
Yeah.
I'm constantly on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, checking what's going on. So, but yeah. Well, anyway, at least then it did definitely work for you because you were not actually as active on your phone now, you know. Yeah, okay. So, obviously now you're out of Big Brother. You know, I mean, you had developed certain friendships in the house and everything. When you left now, like, do you guys still keep touch, like in touch? Do you guys like?
Are you trying to get me in trouble?
Why? I'm just asking.
Are you trying to get me in trouble, ma'am?
I'm just asking, like, because I mean, come on, guys, like 3 months in a house with people, you do develop like certain. I feel like it's either it can be one of three things. You guys can be very close. You guys can just be meh, or you can be enemies.
Yes,
you know. So I just want to know, like, do you guys continue with your beefs outside, or do you guys continue with your friendships, or do you guys just...
For me, I'm a very soft, nice person. I'm a very feminine. I don't like drama. So I'm not in any beefs, right? I protect my peace. I'm like, I'm a chakra.
Protector.
I'm a chakra. Don't even involve me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also had friendships in the house, very deep. I don't want to get in trouble, but I'm just going to be honest. I did have friendships in the house, very strong friendships, but not all of them made it out of the house. I think you're right when you say when you're in that kind of setting, you're going to have, it's either you have someone that you're very deeply in a friendship with, you have someone that you just, good morning, how are you? I'm doing good, friend, bye. And then you have enemies, right? Well, out of the three, I had... obviously friendship and you know and the other ones didn't make them out. Like even this topic is just making me feel some kind of way because I spent 3 months or whatever the amount of months we were in that house. You put your trust in someone, you build a relationship with someone, a friendship with someone, and you promise each other that regardless of who we become outside, Bona, we've got each other. And as someone that values friendship so much, I keep that in my heart. I'm like, look, I'm gonna look out for you. There's nothing I'm doing without you. I'm gonna make sure
we both make it.
You're also going. Wherever, like Bona, if I'm going to Nigeria, you're coming with me. That's how solid of one specific friendship that I made in the house. It broke my heart so much that it never made it out, you know, because it's a thing of we held each other down. And more than anything, you held me down. You know, like there's so much that happens in that house that you need someone that's holding your hand. You need someone that's just reminding you of home as well. You know, someone that you feel like if you talk about a place, Leana, they remember, Mitrend, you know, you talk about it and you're like, I've passed, I've hang out there. So there's a chance that we might have bumped into each other, you know, that sense of the outside world, you know. And it never made it out. It hurt me. I remember crying so much about it because I'm like, God, what happened? Where did we go wrong? It's still something that hurts me, not as much today. I think I've accepted it. It's a thing of, I hope you're doing great. You'll always have such a space in my heart because you're a part of my journey, and not just any journey, but a part of my growth. The most,
you know, difficult one, I would say.
Exactly, and I mean, you've watched me, like, you know, when a friend watches you have a panic attack.
That's deep. And they help you through that.
They help you through it, and you promise each other. You're like,
we are here for each other.
Like,
I know.
You know.
I know.
So it's a thing of, I don't even think it hurt me more than, I don't think I've been hurt by a man. Honestly.
No, people don't understand. I said this to you that guys, girlfriendships, they hurt more than like men. I think with men we're just like.
I mean, with men, it's a thing of you expect it to a certain extent.
Like, you know. But a woman, it actually cuts deeper. Yeah,
it cuts deeper, but I'm not gonna, like, you know, act innocent in the whole thing and just be like, oh yeah, I'm the one that I've been trying. I've tried my best, but also I need to respect decisions that other people make.
And
you know?
their boundaries.
And if people want to cut you off their lives, they have a reason.
Yes,
they have a reason.
Do. Yeah.
And all you can do is just accept it. If the person feels like you were toxic or distraction in my life, that's okay. But one thing I've learned about the Big Brother franchise is that we have fans. And I remember the host, when we left, he was like, guys, you have fans, but don't be controlled by your fans. And most of the time, so many people are controlled by fans. I was lucky enough to have a very peaceful base. I've made a lot of friendship from people that are from my fan base because they just like me. People who support you are people that are just like you.
They relate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have other fan bases that want to be toxic to another person and they choose who you should hang out with, because at the end of the day, they're doing certain things for you and they want to be in control. But I'm not gonna, you know, I'm just not trying to be like a spiteful, just a bad person. I'm just saying facts. We lived 3 months in a house where we had no influence of the outside world. We come out, things changed, not even 3 months, 2 days after you've left the house, and you're just like, what is just this? So the fans also, to a certain extent, have a role to play. And I think one of the things that I always say is that when you are a fan of a particular someone and you dislike someone, learn to respect every single person. Remember, you don't know what goes through that space. Whatever you are seeing sometimes could be portrayed in a certain narrative, but that's not what was happening. We're living in a house with 24 people. If Ipileng and Owamie are having a conversation, we could be having a conversation about someone, and then I was saying, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful, but she doesn't know how to do her makeup. The camera only catches she doesn't know how to do her makeup.
Yes, because now it has to interchange with different places.
They didn't catch she's a beautiful. It didn't catch all the positive that you were saying about a person. They caught that one, and then people hate you based on
and you don't know what's happening. You don't know. Inside, you're like, oh, it was a wholesome conversation.
Exactly.
You come out, people are like, you're a hater, you're spiteful.
It's like when I came out the house, most of the things that would trend and I would be involved in is things that I was in a group setting with and I was quiet. But because I was in a group setting of those people, I am now being told that I also said this and agreed to this. There was a point where we were having a conversation about makeup. I was unbraiding my hair. And some people said, oh no, I don't like a girl with makeup. I don't like... Oh, I mean, I was quiet, unbraiding my hair. Hey! I went outside the house, I was putting wigs and makeup, and they were like, when you said you'll never do this? And I'm like, when did I say that? I only said that I don't know how to do my makeup. But if a person actually does it on me, I would appreciate it. I still stand today. I'm like, I don't know how to do it, but I enjoy it. I'm a girl. Even wigs, as much as you might not see me in those a lot, I enjoy them at a certain point in my life. But now, don't say when I do certain things, they're like, you said this. I never said that. And even if I did, realize that people grow.
Of course.
It's a growth
I can change my
thing.
mind tonight.
Exactly.
I might start loving wigs tomorrow, it's a whole thing. But now I also want to find out, I mean, when you came back, you did go to Nigeria as well. So you do have a fan base in South Africa and also have a fan base in Nigeria. Between what would you say differentiates the two?
Fan bases.
Yes. South African and Nigeria.
I don't think there's like such a huge difference. I think if anything, it's similar. It's the same because it's one group of people that join a certain group to be supportive of you. It's just that there's people in Botswana, there's people like you might have people, but those people are all at the end of the day in the same group that are about you. And so there isn't really a much different thing. They might, in South Africa, they might want to do this for you. In Nigeria, there might not be a lot of them. In Botswana, there might be a lot of them. It's just a thing of, they are the same people in the same group that just want the best for you. In South Africa, there might be a lot of them because this is home. We're very supportive. Even in Nigeria, there might be a lot of them, but some are coming from Abuja. There isn't really a central where people are able to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
But I think it's just the same. It's pretty much the same. Yeah.
What would you say was the best outcome or the biggest outcome of you going into Big Brother house?
Look at me today, who I've become.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest transition of my life. I went there. If you look at the videos that I went there, when I walked on stage, Owamie, I was looking down. Very shy. I remember we were working out one day, and the coach, as I'm working, she came and she lifted my head.
Wow. Like,
And
look at the world.
She's like, she lifted my head, and that to me gave me a twist of mind that you have something in you, but you keep on hiding it through doubt, through this thing that, oh no, I'm not pretty enough. Oh no, I don't think people like me. But you have so much potential in you. And I think going into that house made me realize you are bigger than you actually think inside. Not even like how people portray you. It all starts with you and being bold enough to actually see it and brave enough to embrace it.
Yeah.
I went in very scared of the world, but now I came out so confident. So never mind. I don't care. Whatever you have to say about me, I'm only focused in one thing, and that is building a life for myself, my siblings, and my family. If you have anything that's going to, you feel like you want to troll me, you want to do that, I'm not even going to entertain it. If an Ipilang that was before Big Brother, if someone tells me you are ugly, it would destroy me. But today when someone tells me that, I'm just like, no.
There are people that tell you that. They're liars from the pit of hell. You will burn in hellfire, Shbubu. Actually, you're not even Shbubu. You are a hater. Let me not even pet you.
I swear. So I just came out as this person that embraced. I was like, I'm a gorgeous girl.
You are.
I am a tall, beautiful, talented,
really
smart.
are. I do see you literally being like one of those people that are like a whole powerhouse, like within the media industry.
Really?
You have got the look. You have got the voice.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, you said I've got the voice?
Yes.
You just said that now?
Yes. You have got the voice. And you know what is the other thing again that you have? You literally are so intelligent.
Stop.
I'm telling you.
Those things that you mentioned are things that I never believed that I had.
No, you have. You do. Like, you know, as much as you're speaking, you are not using big words. Like big words, you know, but
Bombastic.
not bombastic, you know, but your vocabulary is like on point, you know.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you literally do have a like, honestly, you can still do, you know, what you want, but I do see you like literally being in the media, like being that girl.
I'm going for it.
Go for it.
Honestly, I'm going for it. And to people that wanna hate, I'm just like, come on on the journey
like,
with me.
follow me,
just
know.
Follow me.
Yeah, that's why I mean, when I started with my career, I used to get so much hate, guys. You remember, you started.
I remember.
I used to get so much hate, and I remember then I used to be like, okay, you watched Mos.
But that's the
you're
thing.
watching.
That's the thing.
For you to comment anything about me, you're watching.
Like, that's crazy. Because even when I left the house, I got the biggest hate. I got people that were like, someone wished me death someone wished me death. But you know what? I got to a point where I was like, I'm not gonna let people portray their insecurities upon me. Firstly, you don't even have a profile picture. Like,
thank you. You're not even brave enough to come say what you're saying with your face.
To say it, even if, like, the thing is that even if like they bump into me at Pick and Pay and they had so much to say on Twitter, they're not going to approach me and say, I said this about you.
Like that.
What you going to do about it?
Yeah, and they usually use fake accounts.
They do.
Most of them,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
User. Can you user 18, 510?
I appreciate those people because they make me, man.
Yeah.
Like, they really make me a better person. And I'm just on a journey of becoming her. And I want those people that keep on saying, what, your child is going to look up to me.
But then, do you still get hate even till today from stuff that happened in the Big Brother house?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think I've proved myself.
Yeah.
I think I work very hard. I think I'm at that point. Even this year, I think the year started so slow for me, but now I'm at a point where I'm actually doing well. I'm not very out there in the media where I'm like at every event. And there's people, I don't want to be seen that much. I want to be seen through my work. And most of the time when I post is my work, and I want to be respected because I know how to differentiate or separate rather my personal life and social media. I've acknowledged social media to be a money-making source or tool for me, and I embrace that. But also I have a life as a student, as a candidate, So it's one of those things where I'm like, no, yeah.
But what inspired you to actually go into law?
Oh my gosh, let me tell you, when I went to law, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't want to, but I've always had a passion of human rights and growing up in South Africa, gender-based violences and just fighting for equality and bringing like justice to the poor. I think that is my biggest passions. Just serving the nation and people that are not so privileged. I think one of my dreams was to actually stay out of South Africa, to change the narrative or the rights that have been put on young children outside of South Africa. South Africa is a very developed country.
Yes,
we understand our
law,
rights.
like
we understand our legal system,
but other African countries are not.
They
as
don't.
nice.
There's so many injustices in. Do you know even today there's still countries that still want a 14-year-old to get married?
Yes,
that's where my passion came from, and I was like, these are not. I don't think this is normal. A 14-year-old should be at school. Should be learning, and I think. Even today, I still look at my little sister, my siblings, and I'm like, we live in a country where so much can happen, but I want to be able to protect you, not just as a sister, but as someone that understands the legal system. It's a very broad conversation that we might have. There's so many aspects to it. I mean, law is very big. I mean, you have media law, you have medical law, you have. But one of the things that I'm very passionate about is human rights, because I think we all, as human beings, God brings you to this world, or your God, whatever you believe in, God brings you to this world to experience what He has created. And it's not fair for a government to feel like they have a right over your life. They did not bring you here, but that's why I'm like, I want to get to a point where I'm able to stand up for the injustices that do happen around Africa. Africa is my passion.
Your passion.
You can take me to overseas, London, whatever, but I'm like...
Africa is where it's at. That's why I actually want, because that's where... Yeah, it's very sad of the fact that, like, there's still situations where you will find that like, as a woman, if, let's say, your husband lays his hands on you and you go to the police station, they tell you it's a family matter, go back home and resolve that with your family. And I'm like... I mean, I know if you're in South Africa, you be sleeping in jail, Shibu, because you be...
There's this conversation. I mean,
It's
we
deep.
just talked about, same-sex relationships.
Yes,
not being accepted
in different countries, yes.
It's one of those things. It's not good. This person wants to just live their true identity and be. That's why, Kerry, we are just privileged to come from a country that is.
I always say this to say, South Africans, I know we can complain about a lot, and we're not in a perfect conditions. They can still do better for us. I truly do believe. But a lot of South Africans don't know how privileged we are just to be born in South Africa, and we're at a point where, like, I know now it's almost like, this is the human rights, but we're at a point where, like, we see people from other countries literally, like, run from their countries to our country, and we know and understand that there are certain things that, I think they can be done better, but for the fact that you can see that this person, would be here, things would happen, they would still choose to still stay here. Exactly. It shows how bad it is from their side. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that, we're very much privileged to actually be here, and the fact that actually you would want to, like, basically fight for people outside, like, I would fully support you. I'm sure by then when you're at a point where you're able to go there, I'll be so
Actually,
rich that I will even support, like, financially, like, okay.
If anything, if I get, like, an NGO that's willing to support and fund me, even this year, even now, I'd pack my 2 clothing and just go. Yeah.
That is just so nice. That is just so nice. At least now we get to understand why you actually went into law,
And I didn't know at first. I was like, is this the right one? But I went through it and I was like, actually, I just want to be different about it. And I pray and hope to God that life does not, come to me and I forget about that. Because life happens where you're like,
it does.
I just need to survive and make money. But I pray that this is something that I'm able to do. And, one of the countries I'd love to go to is Tanzania. They've got a great legal system there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, Tanzania, that is where our Nandipa...
Babo.
Let me not gossip.
Yeah, but they found them. Where did they find them?
And it's them, not even that I was South African,
Exactly.
but they found them, like, well, we already have them here.
Exactly.
Disguised and all, so I would believe you.
Yeah.
You know?
That story, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it off air? Because
it was just absolutely wild,
Yeah.
But oh my goodness. Okay, so now as we're wrapping up, do you have any regret when going to, like, to say, okay, maybe this particular thing I wish I'd done different, like either in the house or how you handled situations when you came out?
I think I don't think I have regrets, but if I have any regret, I wish I did not just be this girl that laid low. I wish I did not hide as much. I wish I rose and earlier when I was still there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are like, I love you post-show. I didn't know you had so much to offer. So if anything, I wish I was so scared and became this fearless, young woman that I am today, where I'm able to give reason, I'm able to stand up. Because you must look at me, Shamoit, every time I see myself on the videos, the little clips, I'm like, Epile,
who's that?
Like, I feel
Mama,
like wake up, but I just feel like I wish I gave people that true feel of myself, as much as I was myself, but there was so much to offer in the whole coming out and just being this person, and had I done that, I think I would be so fulfilled. But other than that, I think I've played a really good game. When we even went into the house, I remember asking, guys, what is the price money? Because I didn't go there for the money.
Wow.
I just went there to grow and become this individual that one day when I look at the platform, I'm able to thank production. I remember when last year I sent, a few people that I remember from the production. I'm like, thank you for choosing me, because you just changed my life. It's a thing, it's a production or a big show that could make or break your life.
Yes.
But you need to choose for yourself which one it is. A lot of people look at us and they say, going to Big Brother is going to open all these doors, brands are going to come running. That's not the case. you need to work hard. If anything, brands are not even as nice to Big Brother kids.
Yeah.
You made it easy just because now you're pretty face, you're on 300K followers on Instagram. Now we must give you the jobs. No, you need to prove to us.
Yeah.
Is your content something that you wanna,
can you do something by yourself?
I would be like, no matter, I have numbers. But I was like, no, you have numbers, but no one knows you. That's why even now my biggest thing is breaking into the mainstream of South African YouTube content creators, influencers, because I don't think they even know me. That's why I'm like, wanna work into just exposing myself into that industry. I've done well in exposing myself into the Big Brother or the reality television, but now I'm coming in as an individual that's making me to change perspective and to change a life out there. I get so many DMs of so many girls that I look up to you, and I'm like, how do you look up to me when I'm still becoming? I mean, I think you should look up to Owamie.
Oh, I'm also becoming, yeah.
But you know how it sounds when someone says, I look up to you.
I know. It was very intimidating for me at first when I would get such messages.
Yes.
And I think that when I shared my story, my journey, like when I was now going through a divorce, and now it actually gets deep. So I'm telling you, like, be prepared.
Yeah.
The more and more you actually, achieve in life, people are watching. That's the thing. People are watching. That's why, like, I'm like, whether you're a hater or whatever, you are watching. For you to hate me, you have to watch me. So you are watching. You understand? So for me, I think that, just to say, I received a message that even till today, like, when I think of it, it really gives me strength. Like, this woman was like thanking me, saying, thank you, you saved me and my son's life. Like, my man used to beat me so much, but I was staying because I was like, what will people say? But the moment I saw you walk out, I was like, it's possible. And I walked out, and now we're free. And maybe we would have died in there. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, literally, this is not me just saying, I helped save whatever. Like, this is someone's life. You understand? So it does get there, and you are someone that they should look up to. Do you understand? The growth that you see when you see those clips, and you're like, they also see that. So they got to grow with you. So they see your journey and how far you have come. So that's something to look up to. Because remember, there's someone that is still that Ipilang, that sees that Ipilang and sees this Ipilang. So do you see they have a reason, a huge reason to look up to you, to say, oh my gosh, if she's rising, then I can also rise.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Guys, it just gets so overwhelming. You're like, what do I even say? But I guess, it's just the whole journey of some people will just also catch up and be like, okay, cool, we've watched you and look at who you've become. But I'm just like, I'm becoming, guys. Yeah.
So if I was to thinking of going into Big Brother house, what advice would you give me?
I think when you go into the Big Brother house, just have a plan. The first thing is you need to know, are you there? Are you there for the money or other reasons? Prepare yourself. You're not just the only one. There's going to be 23 more other people. And if you are trying to stay there longer, or just give the people what you want to be remembered for, or who you are, pretty much. Just be real about yourself, but use it as a platform that could potentially change your life, Go there with an open mind. It doesn't work for everyone. I always say it's a big production platform, but not all of us are going to make it.
Yeah. What message would you say to your fans?
Oh my gosh, I would write a book. I would write a book. I think one of the things I'd like to say to them, my pen gang, is thank you for believing in me. Thank you for seeing me as this person that I didn't even see myself. Thank you for the value that you have brought into my life and the meaning, to my name as well. You hold me down, or you've held me down. It's still holding me in every single thing that I'm doing. Like they defend. They defend.
That's like, that's a good one. Yes,
they defend.
Yes, my friend took it back.
Yes, they swear on people, and I'm like, they swear at people. I'm like, are you guys the ones doing this? And I'm like, guys, we don't do this around here. But I'd like to just say thank you for just believing in me and standing with me and riding with me. And I think I always say one of the things when I look at myself and wake up in the morning to go to whatever or come here, I remember that I have a fan base that supported me, and all they ever wanted for me was to see me great and successful. I think Big Brother, so many seasons are going to come and go, and we're not always going to be the big ones or, you know, make the numbers. I mean, even now, Big Brother Mzansi just ended. I think the focus is on them, but we still have the privilege and the people that are still standing
with
and they
guys.
still want to see what I'm doing. They still are so like behind me. I mean, just the other day I got a call from a lady in Botswana. She's like, "Oh, Ipi, I miss you. You know, when are you gonna come?" So it's the thing of remembering that there's so many people that are rooting for you. Some are not even active. Some are not. You don't even know. But I thank you so much for your love and your support, and I'll forever cherish it because it made me become the woman that I am today.
Oh, and that is so sweet. Well, thank you, my ninjas, as well.
Thank you, my ninjas.
Let me not leave you guys out. You guys make me who I am. I just... Well, of course, I had to also thank my people, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you because, you know,
thank you for
you're one of the ninjas. So
yes, I am.
Of course. From
a long time ago.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for actually joining us. Your story is so inspirational, and I cannot wait to see what actually comes for you, because it's literally gonna be huge, you know, like honestly. And I'll get to actually say, oh guys,
remember, go back and watch.
To like episode 3 of To Hell and Back season 2. I was actually sitting with her, and that's something that is really honestly so nice. But you're definitely going far. You're gonna be very big.
You so much.
And I said it first, and you guys know me and my vendor eye. Okay, my vendor eye. Anyway, ninjas, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for joining us for episode 3 of season 2 of To Hell and Back. Do not forget to go and check out our previous episodes, and also season 1. If you've not caught up, we've got over 20 episodes. Go wild, okay? The other thing again that I have to say is that I will leave the links of Ipileng's Instagram, and YouTube. YouTube. I will leave her social media handles or links in the description box down below. Please do go make sure that you follow her, interact with her. Thank you, gorgeous.
Thank you so
for
much
actually
for
gracing
me.
us.
I can't believe I'm gonna be on the channel. Like, what do you mean? Me?
Guys, a celebrity is happy to be on my channel.
Yeah, I'm not a celebrity.
Well, you're a celebrity to me. You were a big brother. You're big, honey. You're big.
No, guys, they must not lie to you. We're not celebrities. We are just known.
Anyway, I just love you guys so much. See you guys on our next episode of To Hell and Back. Mwah. Bye, ninjas.